So students, in this lecture, in this video, so I will be teaching you the concept of critical sections. Now in previous video when I was talking about shear, I told you about the shear force, the nominal shear force, right? The shear stress, the nominal shear stress and other things, right? Now the question is that suppose sir, now let us say a loading has been given to me. Let us say this is a question, this is a beam, a loading has been given to me. Okay, so at which section do I have to calculate the factored shear force? Or at which section do I have to calculate the design shear stress? You can see in simple words, right? At which section? Is this the section? Is this the section? Or which section? Obviously it is confusing because at every point you have different shear force and hence different shear stresses and bending stresses. So it becomes very difficult. Now IS code has simplified this problem. IS code says that, let us say first, IS code gives us three cases. First case is, let us say you have a support, okay? You have a support, let us say this is a slab or some other beam, right? Okay, and you have a UDL here. So at this point of time, at this you can say stage, so this section, this much, this section, which is the face of the beam or face of the support, is taken as the critical section. This section, right? So that this this particular case, this is the critical section. Critical section, this section. It means that whenever this type of case is given to you, you have to calculate the shear stresses at this point. It means if you know the shear forces, you can get the shear stress at this point. This becomes the critical section. What does critical section mean? Critical section means it has the highest possibility of failing at that point. That is a critical section. That the particular structure has the highest possibility of failing at that section only. That is the critical section, right? Now, case number B given by the IS 456. Case B says that if you have a structure here and you can say a simple support, right? A simple support means that the support is less than the overall support. It is just like bridges. If in bridges you have seen these type of supports are there. So at that point of time, this face, okay, this face, the distance from this face at a distance of small d. Small d is the effective depth. Small d is the effective depth. So if this type of case is given to you, then at a distance of small d, the effective depth from the face of the support, from the face of this support, is considered to be as the critical section. I am denoting critical section by CS, critical section. It means that you have to calculate the factored shear force and hence the shear stresses at this section. They become critical sections. So highest chances that will fail from this section. Third case is, now if we have this type of beam, this type of, I will be teaching you about this thing, right? It is known as the continuous beams, right? Continuous beams. So what will happen? So let us say that this is support, this is a column, this is again a column, okay, this is a beam, this is a beam, okay. So at this type of sections, at a distance of small d, effective depth from the face of this beam or the column, the bottom column, is considered to be as the critical section. So the question is it important? Yes, this is important, because in examinations you are given a lot of figures and then you have to tick the correct option of the critical section. Okay, so this was a small topic. So this is also important, this is also important, this is also important. IS code has given us only three conditions. That is why I am teaching three conditions. Otherwise there are n number of conditions also, but these three conditions are important. First of all, this condition, this is a support. It can be a wall, it can be a beam, it can be a column, okay, connected with another structure, another beam, another column, and the slab, it can be a UDL. So the support, the face of the support, is considered to be the critical section. Second case, now it is this slab or this beam is supported on a smaller, you can say, smaller support, right? And it is again it is again landing on this bigger support. So at that time, at a distance of effective depth d from the face of this small support, considered to be as the critical section. The third case is like this. It is let us suppose a continuous beam and you have columns here. So at a distance of small d from the face of the column is considered as to be the critical section. So students, I hope that you have understood the concept of critical sections. So actually we are determining the value of tau, the VU at these sections only, because these sections have the highest chances of getting filled. Clear? Now I hope that you have understood this thing. Now let us move to the next topic. In next topic we will be solving some numericals based on the concept of shear. Thank you.